Legend of Total War here, and today we've got a rating your one-man Doomstack, or one-woman Doomstack, playing as Morathi, where we're going to be going up against Rakath here. Now this might actually be the best example of a one-man Doomstack for Morathi I've ever seen. So we don't have the Sword of Cain, which I'm super glad about, because Sword of Cain is just kind of boring. It's good to see somebody send in a one-man Doomstack that doesn't rely on it. So she's got all of her unique equipment. She got the Armor of Living Death, which I guess gives her more regen and quite a bit of ward save, and the Black Dragon Egg, which I don't really think that item's that good. The main benefit of that is the extra weapon strength. So if we have a look at her stats, it's absolutely off the charts. 6,000 health. She's unbreakable. I think he must have defeated Gotrek in order to get that. 100 melee attack, 100 melee defense, 674 weapon strength with 68 bonus versus large, 158 charge bonus. So we're not going up against a ton of force here. No 4 full stacks here, but I kind of feel as though we can get a rough idea of how strong she actually is based on this, because we're going up against a strong melee combatant. I will send her into melee with him. She doesn't really have any good spells really for taking out single entities, and then just see how good she is at just taking out loads of infantry. Now, because Morathi is she's a small large unit, if that makes sense. She is considered large, but she's not large enough to justify being shot. If you're playing on very hard battle difficulty and the enemy have any kind of missile units, and if you're on a flying horse like a Pegasus or Sulafed or whatever, you can usually just fly straight up to the enemy and they won't even shoot at you. If you're playing on normal difficulty, however, they will shoot at you. So in that instance, I actually think that normal battle difficulty is more difficult when dealing with one-man Doomstacks, right?
Morathi.
So the main thing that we want to see here is how good of a duelist is Morathi in this situation here. Because Rakath is like the anti-large like dragon boy. Like, he's got lots more health, pretty good stats. What's his anti-large? 15. Oh man, nowhere near. Oh, what the? Oh, they will shoot at it. That's interesting, because this is on very hard battle difficulty. Okay, well, my mistake there. Maybe it's just because there's nothing else for them to shoot. Alright, plus there's also some harpies in here. Alright, so,
Feel my vengeance.
yeah, just go to town on Rakath there. Bounce power is not favorable. Let me just check, this is on very hard, right? Yeah, it is.
Mother of vengeance.
Nah, I'll wait. Let's just do this duel. Oh my god, he's already lost that much health? Because I guess something to keep in mind as well with Morathi, not only has she got really good stats here, but she's also got... Oh god, I'm going to have to do this to see the abilities. She's also got Heart Render in the Dark Sword and Enchanting Beauty, which debuffs the enemy fighters quite a bit. So once again, looking at Morathi, her resistances, she got Ward Save 35%, which she can get more than that if she picks up the Sword of Cain. She got 55% physical resistance, so that means she's at 90% physical resistance, so that's her cap. Missile resistance 55%, so she's actually also at maximum resistance for the shades. Because yeah, she's more than 90% there. Fire resistance 25%, so I think she's gone and defeated Imric, and spell resistance 60%.
Vengeance and fury.
Seems like Rakath doesn't have the stamina to keep up with Morathi. How much damage has he done to her so far? 400, that's it. Now the thing is, in this sort of situation, when a unit is tied down by fighting chaff, this is like ideal for a lord to go in there and fight someone that would normally be a better fighter. So Rakath has got the, like, tactical advantage here, but it just doesn't matter. Also, we were caught in Force March, so she's also tired. Even though she got Perfect Vigor in Warhammer 3, if you do have Perfect Vigor and get caught in Force March, you'll still be tired. Holy crap!
Agreed.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing, that's the thing.
Nothing.
I was gonna show, if you're in this sort of situation, oh, never mind. You can use Pit of Shades to attack flying units. Okay, but I decided to land. Alright, so let's get rid of all this chaff with just an overcast of Pit of Shade.
Feel my fury.
I wonder if instead of the Black Dragon Egg, that the other Trickster Shard might actually be better because it reduces spell resistance, giving 20% more damage on this kind of stuff. But that being said, oh my god. One cast, and then just about army lost.
For vengeance. Nagaroth's fury.
Now, here's the thing. This is where one-man dim stacks are actually better in Warhammer 3 than they are in 2 because of the AI. In Warhammer 2, right, the AI would only really commit like 2 or 3 units to fight a single lord. The rest of them would just sort of run around them. But in Warhammer 3, they will send everything to blob around it so that you could just like Pit of Shades and just get rid of the entire army. So how much damage has the Warhydra done? Well, it's all got physical damage, so... Not only is her melee defense extremely high, but... even when they do land a hit, it doesn't do much damage. Plus, she's regenerating at such a fast rate.
Morathi.
Now, this was not really an appropriate test for her, but you get an idea. We could have very easily gone up against 4 full stacks of this. Very easily. Because we had still 90 odd magic in reserve. And I think they did like a total of maybe 700 damage to her. And I didn't do anything particularly tricksy. Went into melee straight away. Did some casts. Two casts of Pit of Shades, that's it. And that did 1,200 damage. You know, large units just get absolutely dumpstered by her. Yeah. Alright, well. Let's have a look to see what made Morathi this strong. I'm especially impressed because didn't need the Sword of Cain. Because the Sword of Cain would make her stronger, but the reason why I don't like the Sword of Cain is because of all the factional debuffs. You know, if you don't care about that kind of stuff and you're playing in like normal campaign difficulty, then sure, pick up the Sword of Cain, it's not that big of a deal. But I just personally have an aversion to it. It will make her a stronger fighter though, but as we can see here, she didn't need it.
Mercy is a quaint.
Okay, I'll show you guys a little trick. I don't really want to fight this battle. What we can do, if you just want to not fight a battle, just switch the battle difficulty to easy. Oh, it is on normal campaign difficulty. And then you can just auto-resolve your way out of a battle.
Let them go. I cannot.
And that, him playing on normal campaign difficulty is probably why he only fought 1 stack. And then after the battle, he just... Where is it? To switch the difficulty back up. Because, yeah, you get vastly improved auto-resolve chances. Like, massively improved auto-resolve chances, depending on what battle difficulty you put in. Which I don't think is a good system. So, very hard battle difficulty actually is kind of fair. And every difficulty lower than that, you have actually bonuses. It's pretty funny. I saw people on like the Reddit being like, oh, I play a normal battle difficulty because I don't like AI having cheats. But they don't realize that they're getting massive cheats in order to resolve at least. So the only way for it to not be cheating if you play on normal battle difficulty is to fight every battle manually. Which, whatever. I'm not saying that they have to do that, but this is funny. Okay, so let's have a look at Morathi here. As for enchanted items, what could she possibly have that'd be a bit better than that one? Yeah, I'm sure that there's something in here that you could potentially get. That's better, a better, enchanted item. Like, that one's okay. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Let's have a look at these traits here, because I reckon that's where all of her massive stats are coming in from. So, corrupted by Slanesh. So, this save file was sent in before the patch. So, this is an older save file, but there's nothing in here that stops you from doing this still. And we got Great Green Killer, physical resistance, Pride Assassin, physical resistance, good. Wanderer No More, defeated Nakai, good. That's where some bonus versus larger melee defense, good. Saurus Smiter, awesome. Troll Hunter for Throg, Throt the Unclean, Wades Through Gore, there's their 20% hit points. There's Gotrek Gonason's defeat trait, so that's where the Unbreakable came from. So you want Unbreakable so that you can fly around without having to take leadership penalties. But because we were in melee, it actually didn't matter if we didn't have this, because we were in melee the entire time. It just it wouldn't have mattered, at least in that particular battle. She's defeated Miao Ying, Ungrim Iron Fist, Morger, Malice Darkblade. Some of these ones here are not that big of a deal. Like 30 extra armor piercing weapon damage is not a big deal. Funny thing is with that is that I think you still get 30 armor piercing weapon damage if you're playing on like small unit scale. So those kind of ones that provide like a base amount of damage, they're actually better at the smaller unit scale that you're on. Day After, so it's Hellebron, Grimgor Ironhide. Yeah, these three here are just, I don't think they're that big of a deal. Scarbrand's defeat trait is really good, but you need to really have an army if you want to make full effect of it. But that did increase your weapon strength. Armor, yeah, +6, not that big of a deal. Missile resistance there from Eltharion. Poison attacks, that's good. That way, even if they land an attack there, it reduces damage even further. In fact, that allows you to go over your 90% resistances, because you're reducing the enemy attack damage that way. Yep, extra physical resistance by defeating Archaon. Yep, Be'lakor. Defeated Village. Taurox. Still gone around and defeated everyone. Tretch Craventail. Valkyria. Bonus versus large 20 from Codex Suneater. Azazel. That one there is not really that useful in this situation. Scrag. Yep. Defeated Malekith. God damn. You can tell, and there's Imric there as well. What else? Ratcatcher. No, it's nothing. Right. So yeah, this is one of those campaigns where he's really focused on just making sure that he goes and gets those traits. I wonder if he used the mod trait manager, which I think allows you to like get rid of traits that you don't want. But yeah, he's clearly gone around. Curious. How do you get to Cathay and defeat Miao Ying without going to Cathay and defeating Miao Ying? Me sense a cheat has happened here. Yeah. I mean, theoretically, it's possible to do it. But yeah, I'm gonna call a little bit of bullshit here, because, yeah, you never visited Cathay. Like, half of the defeat traits happen out this way, like, Throt the Unclean's over this way. Unless they all visited you at Nagaroth, or at the ancient city of Quintex, I don't see how it was possible for you to have gotten there, because yeah, it's still under the fog of war. So yeah, I'm gonna say this person here has probably actually used console commands to get those traits. So you know, up to you if you want to consider that legit. But holy crap, is this Morathi here like super powerful. Theoretically, it is possible for you to make Morathi this strong, because a lot of those defeat traits you don't really need. It wouldn't have made any difference. Like Malice and Underworld, Day After, Hide Striker, those ones there are not that big of a deal. But typically speaking, getting such a clean bill of like just defeat traits there, that's pretty unlikely. So I think this person here has used console commands in order to do this. That's what seems likely. But whatever. Hopefully you guys were entertained by it. I don't think I've ever seen Morathi this strong without the Sword of Cain. So at the end of the day, I appreciate, you know, the content. Anyway, that's the end of this one here, guys. Hope you learnt something. Hope you enjoyed it. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you next time, fuckers. Bye.